So our vision is to ensure that patients living with dementia are admitted to an acute healthcare setting experience a person-centred approach where staff maintain a safe, calm, meaningful and skilled approach in all aspects of their care needs. So from our own experience on Kerensa, we know that when patients with dementia who are admitted to the ward feel frightened, anxious and unable to communicate how they feel, this can result in them becoming agitated, fearful, withdrawn and restless, which can then present with behaviours that challenge. There is scientific evidence that music has been a positive way to engage with patients in dementia. So what are the benefits? That singing and listening to music improves mood, behaviour and memory in dementia patients. On Kerensa ward, music has been a useful and positive way to change a patient's mood, especially during personal care. For instance, if a person diagnosed with dementia is not engaging in efforts to help get them dressed, playing soothing music or a favourite song can help lessen any distress. Music helps people with dementia express feelings and has been vital in aiding their recovery on an acute ward and getting them home quicker. So we would like £3,870 to install speakers into every bay and side rooms, which would link to an iPod and radio, which will give each patient in their bay their own bespoke music experience. Songs of patient choice will be loaded onto the iPod and played to provide an holistic approach of feeling safe, calm and re-enablement in their recovery. By having the music in the side rooms, it will give patients who are end-of-life care a way to improve their quality of life by helping to relieve symptoms, addressing psychological needs, offering support, facilitating communication and meeting spiritual needs.
My example, we've had a patient who was suffering with the end stages of dementia. This patient would not engage with family and become very difficult during personal care and would also have other aspects of their care at the time. It would take normally 2 or 3 members of staff to be able to provide the safe, adequate care the NHS strives for. We found out by a family member that while the patient was growing up, the family member used to love singing and took fondly of Vera Lynn. Within a few minutes of finding out this information, I myself took it upon myself to play some Vera Lynn and watch the patient rapidly calm down, and I began to wonder how effective this could be in an everyday situation. Every day while the patient was on Kerensa, we would play the individual music that the patient grew up to knowing. This would ultimately benefit this patient as it was able to speed up their process of recovery by allowing staff to safely treat the individual and also to see the families were no longer in distress.
Hi, I'm Tess and I'm a volunteer on Kerensa. I'm here to support this bid wholeheartedly because I've seen it too on many occasions, but one particular situation where I was warned not to get involved with an individual because they were not feeling good that day and were very aggressive. So I started talking to somebody else and I asked them what music they liked, and she started to sing the alphabet song. I don't know if you know the alphabet song, A, You're Adorable, and so on. And this aggressive lady came over, and I thought, oh dear, you know, what's going to happen now? And she actually just joined in. And the 3 of us had a lovely sort of half an hour of engagement. And that, for me, was a great example of why music is so important. And it can bring sad thoughts too. It's not always going to make people happy, but that's therapeutic in itself. Thank you.
Great pitch. Thank you very much indeed for all 3 of you for being here. What questions do we have, team?
I know you spoke about the iPods and having speakers. Mm-hmm. Do you mean you're not going? Do you have the ability to play different music in different rooms? And
yeah,
that's why
the speakers will be put in the ceilings at each bay, right. So it'll be quite a bespoke experience through the iPod, so they can load what music they like onto the iPod, and also have a radio incorporated in it. So it'll be very, very individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise
So
sometimes
yes,
it's
the downside is you've got heavy metal one side and vinyl on the other, or something. Yeah. Okay. Anything worrying you, Adam?
Nothing worrying me. I think it's great. I mean, music's really powerful, isn't it?
Yes.
Just in terms of maybe taking it forward a little bit more, rather than having speakers in the ceiling, could we have little Bluetooth speakers? Cheaper, more removable?
I think there is Bluetooth incorporated in the design, which are going to go into the bays.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because then you can move them around.
Yeah.
The other thing is around headphones or noise cancelling headphones, where otherwise you've got different music blowing out all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
The impact might be lost a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can give people a much more personal experience by
Yeah.
giving them that sort of thing. But I think it's great. I think obviously you've tried it and the whole ward is behind it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great idea.
Brilliant. Thank you.
I found it really
And
powerful, the
congratulations, by the way.
examples that you've used, so
Yeah.
thank you for sharing those with us. I
Thank you.
found that really amazing, so thank you.
That's great. Thank you
very
very
much
much.
indeed.
Okay, so how did your pitch go to the Dragons?
Good. I thought that we put our point across really well. I think it was positive, and our examples were good from Jake and Tess. I think that's what sold it, having real life examples.
Fantastic. And how did you find the Dragons?
They were lovely, actually.
They weren't scary.
No, it wasn't too bad.
Great sense of humour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took it in, you can see they're very interested.
Good.
Even though it was the last session of the day.
Yeah.
And I hear you had a good outcome.
Yes, we're being supported by Keith. We might not have got the exact funding we wanted at the time, but the actual funding process is going to be behind us to.
They support our idea,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much.